Welcome to today's stretch workout. We're gonna relieve that tight chest and shoulders. So we'll start on our mat with a child's pose. So knees wide, feet together, hips back, and then extend your arms, and we're just gonna melt to the floor. So right here, just try to focus on letting go of tension in your neck, your shoulders especially. Focus on breathing. That's a really important part of releasing tight muscles. We're only going to hold each pose for 30 seconds, but feel free to stay longer if you would like to. We're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take that back arm, thread it under the front arm, and then try to roll onto the back of that shoulder so you really feel almost like your shoulder blade is pulling off the muscle. Sounds weird, but you know what I mean if you're doing it. It should feel really good, like you're opening up the back of your shoulders. We're gonna do that same thing other side. Back arm down, front arm threads through. Again, pulling that shoulder blade. Should feel really good. You do a lot of strength workouts or like push-ups, stuff like that, planks. Carry so much tension in our shoulders from working out, but also just from everyday life. All right, we're gonna move on now to a downward dog. So hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Send those hips up and back. And then we wanna push the shoulders back. And then as we do that, push the heels toward the floor. Create that big stretch and down the entire back of the body. All right, we're gonna come up to standing. We're gonna clasp our hands behind our back to open the chest. So clasp those hands, pull the shoulders down, extend your arms, and if you can, look toward the ceiling. Just breathe. So good, because we look down most of the day. Now, whatever direction you clasp your hands, you're gonna reverse that clasp. Do it again. We all have a natural tendency to go on one side only when we do this stretch, so I like to do both. All right, we're gonna move on to an eagle arm stretch. So you're gonna take your left arm on top, right arm on bottom, and then try to touch the hands together. If you can't, come here. But what we're trying to do is create space. See how I'm opening up those shoulders? That's what we're doing here. And you can kind of play around taking the arms down and up. See what feels good here, just creating that space. And we're gonna do the same thing other side. So left arm on bottom, right arm on top. Try to touch the hands. And you're gonna find one side is tighter than the other. That's very common, especially whichever hand, whichever is your dominant hand. A lot of times you're tighter on that side because we use that arm to do most of our daily tasks. So it's really good to open up those shoulders. And it's a challenging stretch, but it's a great one for it. We're gonna take one hand, right hand behind the back, left arm up and over, and you're gonna try to touch your fingertips together. That's all you're doing. If you can only come here, great, but try to get them as close as you can. You're not trying to grab your hands, just leave it here and relax. Try to open up that chest without arching your back. Another great one to open up those shoulders. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side too. So here we go. So left arm behind, right arm up and over. And same thing here, you're gonna find one side's tighter. For me, it's absolutely this side. Like I can't touch quite as easily. I can still get it there, but That's okay, it's not about perfection. We're just warming everything up. It's a great workout to do to warm up your shoulders. If you're gonna do some push-ups or a chest or a shoulder workout, but also for a cool down and a stretch. All right, that's it. 5 minutes to open up that tight chest and shoulders. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you here back for your next workout.